welcome back to my channel. So we are back with another video. This time we're going to be doing Beyonce. I actually got this idea from you guys from my first It's Giving video. I had did a blonde, copper, burgundy, brown, black type of wig, and y'all said it was giving you very much Keisha Cole 2005 I Should Have Cheated vibes, and y'all literally gave me the idea to keep this series going and just giving y'all different artists. I'm going to be doing her infamous blonde wig, not the same blonde that she has. Obviously the whole point of this series is to remix it up. Okay, I have here some natural wavy hair from Shambrey. It is 5 bundles, a 13 by 6 20-inch frontal, 28, 28, 28, 26, and a half bundle of 24 inches. I'm going to be using this bleach from Blonde Brilliance. I have used this bleach before. I've used this bleach on my partner to dye their locks that super pretty blonde ash blonde. This does go up to 9 levels of highlights. The smell of it smells like freaking blueberries. It smells amazing. It also has conditioning keratin in it. That's why I love it so much. And also has coconut oil and mango oil to help with the softness and the dryness. This is not a sponsored video by Blonde Brilliance at all. I just love this bleach so much. So y'all know when I'm finding something that I really like, I like to tell y'all all about it. So I have my blonde mixture in the bowl. I did 3 scoops on each side. I'm now going to take this Blonde Brilliance oil. This is a color care bonding conditioning treatment oil, going to help with making sure the bleach is nice and even on the hair. You don't want spottiness, you don't want patches. That's a huge no-no for bleaching and highlighting hair. So I'm going to do a very generous amount of that oil on each side. And now I'm going to take this 20 developer from Ion. I just really love Ion's developers. People like to say that developers don't matter, but developers do matter. Developers can be the make or break for your mixture and the make or break for your hair being damaged. So in my personal opinion, I like to use Ion developer, or I like to use L'Oreal. Now obviously I'm not going to be using 40 developer today, but I just wanted to show y'all the type of brand that I like to use if the Ion developer is sold out. Both of these developers are very cheap. It's like they're cheap, but they're not. They're like a little bit more on the expensive side of developers. They're like $4 and $3, and I know the other developers like Clairol and stuff like that is like $1. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this developer into the bleach. I like to do a very generous amount because the more developer, the more creamy the mixture is, the better it is when applying to the hair. I've let the bleach sit for 5 minutes. It's nice and thick. The hair is already sectioned, so let me do a zoom in for y'all to see. I have multiple sections that I'm going to be working in. I want to be starting from the front to the back. So I'm going to start here, then here, then here, then here, then here, and I sectioned them off so that when I'm bleaching, I move very fast. So I'm gonna start with this, bleach, bleach, bleach it, comb it through, then move on to this, and then move on to this, because now that it's sectioned and parted, it just makes me just be able to move a lot quicker and faster because this is bleach, and honey, it processes fast. The way that I'm going to be putting the bleach on, I'm going to be using this super thick paintbrush. I will try to see if I can find it down below and link it. I got it from Sally's. Pretty much everything in this video is from Sally Beauty. I'm going to paint it on, literally like I'm painting on a canvas or something. And then when it comes to the top, I'm going to paint it like this. I don't want any jagged edges. Like I don't want any top part. Like if I was to leave this like this, it will bleach like that. And that is not cute, honey, at all. So just make sure that you are like taking the brush and flipping it sideways and just doing light strokes like this. So it just looks a lot more polished and not so patchy. Making sure that you're paying attention to the insides, because yeah, I'm holding the hair this way and the hair is falling this way, but if I was to turn the hair and I don't know, want to run my hands through my head, none of this is touched. So just make sure that you are putting focus to that side as well. And we will do that a little bit in a second. Everyone bleaches their hair different. This is how I bleach my hair, and it's a success every time. So now I'm just gonna go through section by section and making sure the bleach is all up and through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this whole entire side of the wig, and I'll be back when I'm pretty much done putting bleach all over the hair.
And I'm here when you need. I've been lying in my bed thinking about you, and I hear it on the radio, and I can feel my heart, it's beating slowly, but I need you so. But if you tell me that you never fully thought about it, yeah, I get it, but I can love you every single moment.
Hey y'all, so the wig is all processed. It's so insane how high this wig has gotten, and the developer was only 20 developer. That is insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out the hair. So I'm gonna be first rinsing out the wig and then shampooing with the sulfate free shampoo from Ion. I'm then gonna go in and use this moisture shampoo. This is fantastic when it comes to having on bleached hair. And then I'm going to do a hot steaming purple shampoo rinse, and I'm gonna let the wig sit in this for a good 5 hours. This is gonna be mandatory for me getting all this yellow out of this wig, so that when I let it dry overnight, I'm gonna be able to see just what we're working with. So I'm gonna do every single step that I just told y'all, and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of detail work. I am using 10 volume developer, this John right here from Ion Sensitive Scalp. I'm just gonna go in and do like little things. So you guys can see, obviously the frontal is bleach, but there are some parts that I wanna go in and just clean up a little bit. Like this clearly is bleach, but you see how it has this big sliver of dark right in the middle. I'm just gonna take a spatula or like a feathered brush like this and just create, you know, just cleaning up some mistakes that I had. And we're using 10 volume, so it's not going to process as fast as the 20 volume. So just making sure that you're really just touching like the dark spots, and we're just going to do that for the entire frontal. Okay, my lovelies, we are on process number, technically this is still like process number 2, because all I did with the frontal was just go ahead and fix some of the areas that I just did not like. So this is technically process number 2 to this hair. This is gonna be the last bleach process, and what I'm gonna be doing this time is doing highlights. So I went ahead and made my bleach mixture with the Blonde Brilliance bleach. I also did my 20 developer yet again. I have my aluminum foil strips. I just took heavy duty, make sure that it's heavy duty Reynolds wrap like this one. It's just strong enough to really hold the hair and for you to place it on the wig. And I just cut them into like rectangles, like really long rectangles, pretty much the length of the hair. The way I want to do the highlights is doing thick highlights and skinny highlights every other section. I'm going to section off this part because I'm not going to put anything on that one. I'm going to bleach this one, not going to do this little bit. This one, not gonna do this one. I'm going to do this one, not doing this one, doing this one, and not doing this one. So the hair that I'm going to be bleaching, I'm going to take my little thick paintbrush and I'm just going to do the same thing that I did last time. I'm going to grab this comb. I'm going to make sure that I link it down below because this is crucial for this part, because it just makes this part so much easier than using that fine skinny comb I used last time. I finally found this in my little box, thank gosh. Make sure that you're not doing harsh lines. Now I'm going to take my aluminum foil and fold the ends, and voila. And just do that for every single section that we already parted.
Everything been moving fast, yeah. So I turn my foot off the gas, yeah. I just been looking around, I'm trying to see where we at, yeah. Cause I see them all in the stands, yeah. I see them showing me love, I feel like it's part of the plan, yeah. Blessings all around me now, yeah. Even when it's looking down, I got a reason I can smile, God had it from the a jump, yeah. Way back to the front, gave me what I need, never what I want. Cause I got enough, yeah, I got enough. Hey, I'm grateful for the chance. Got my wife and my family. Got a couple fans on the gram, understand me. I ain't never did it for the bands or the Grammys, but cause I just know somebody need a plan B. I've been down, I've been up, all around, all at once. But now I know just what I want. Cause I know I got enough, yeah. I got everything, yeah. Cause I got everything. I got everything, yeah. Yeah, everything. I got everything, yeah, yeah. Everything. I got everything, yeah, yeah. Everything. I got everything, yeah, yeah. I got everything. I got everything, yeah. I got everything. Got me, yeah. I got everything. Got me, yeah. I got everything. Got me, yeah. I got everything, yeah. I got everything. Hey, what a beautiful day. What a time to be alive, yeah. I take the joy and the pain, and then I'm giving you the vibes, yeah. Shout out to the homie Shab, cause we coming through with the try, yeah. We been on the come up underground like how we overcame all of the odds, yeah. I gotta say that I'm grateful. You never know where life can take you. A wise man told me make the money, just don't never let the money make you. Life is all about the give and take. I'm trying to give away, I never break through. And everybody in the day one, so I celebrate on my day two, yeah. Take a look inside, take a look inside. Give you peace of mind, give you peace of mind. Leave it all behind, leave it all behind, yeah. And I promise you can find it. I've been down, I've been up, all around, all at once. But now I know just what I want. Cause I know I got enough, yeah.
Okay guys, since I mainly wanted to focus this video on me bleaching the hair, I still wanted to include me styling it and layering it and cutting it and all that stuff. This is what the hair looks like after I processed it 2 times with 20 developer. Waves are still intact. The hair is still nice and shiny and silky. You guys will start to see that later on as I'm blow drying the hair. And I even put a little note in the video just basically saying that I blow dried the hair on cool heat, because even though I don't have any heat damage on the hair, I just didn't want to add to any other reason of why this hair would start acting a little bit cray cray. So just make sure you guys are blow drying your blow dryer on cool heat.
Replay, tell the DJ, just put it in rotation for motivation. Tell them put it on the playlist on every station. All my people in the building, hope they can feel it. This right here is something different and make a difference.
We got what you want if you keep watching how we move. Give it all you got and it might come right back to you. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it goes down, then it goes down. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it's a vibe, let it vibe out. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it goes down, then it goes down. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it's a vibe, let it vibe out.
Woo, check it, ready, set it off. I ain't gon' stop till I get it all. I bring the vibe when I get involved. For me and my people, I bet it all. I set it all. I've been there, done that. Kick off the party, I run back.
Now I'm going to move on to straightening the frontal. I have been doing this for about a while now. Just straightening the frontal before I move into plucking it just makes it so that the frontal is as realistic as possible. So that when it comes to me plucking it, I'll be able to see every single hair that's intact to make my hairline look as real as possible.
Keep watching how we move. Give it all you got and it might come right back to you. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it goes down, then it goes down. And if it goes up, then it goes up.
So as you guys can see, the hair is nice and prepped and ready for styling. The highlights on this wig is popping 10. So now I'm going to move on to doing a little bit of curling and layering on the hair. Because the hair is so long, it is 3 bundles of 28 inches. So I didn't want to take away from the length of the hair, because I feel like the reason the hair is popping so much is because the hair is so long. So I didn't want to cut off too much, but I did want to give it a slight curl and a slight layering. So I just went ahead with my 2-inch barrel. This is from Hot Tools. I will link it down below. I did find a link for Amazon and the actual Hot Tools website. But before I curl it, I do use my Hot Tools hot comb and run that through the hair first to get it as straight as possible. And then I go ahead with my curling iron and go over top of that and just start to curl the hair.
My show is cooking the beat. Hey, it's a party for show. Tell everybody you know. We find a whole nother wave. This about to hit up the coast. I see the look in your eyes. I know that look in your eyes. I know you know it's a vibe. Hey, this finna ride. Homie, don't you even try. Nothing but love up inside. Hey, we got the glow. So don't you be throwing no shade, ay. We do it all for the name, yeah. Cause we ain't never been the same. It's all love, baby. Leveled up, yeah, I upgraded. We stay on a replay. Tell the DJ, just put it in rotation for motivation. Tell them put it on the playlist on every station. All my people in the building, hope they can feel it. This right here is something different and make a difference.
We got what you want if you keep watching how we move.
Now, like I said, I am going to go in and layer it just lightly. So when the hair is finished curling, I'm just going to rake my fingers through just to curl out all of the curls. And I'm just going to start at the bang portion and start to do slight layering. You guys are asking me in my other It's Giving wig video for Cardi B. If you guys have not seen that video, make sure you guys go ahead and watch that, honey. In that video, you guys were requesting that I do an updated layering video. I have decided that I'm going to end up doing that later on, but for this video I didn't want to go too in depth with it because, like I said, this video is mainly just talking about how I got the color of this wig and how I bleached the hair. When it comes to layering, I really, like I said, did not go super in. I just wanted to make sure that I can still see the colors, but I wanted to give it a slight layering bump to the ends to just really show how beautiful this hair still is.
Watching how we move, give it all you got and it might come right back to you. And if it goes up,
and then after I went in and layered the hair to my liking, I'm going to finish by doing some pin curls with that same 2-inch curling iron from Hot Tools.
let it vibe out. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it goes down, then it goes down. And if it goes up, then it goes up. And if it's a vibe, let it vibe out.
Hey y'all, so I went ahead off camera and did my makeup. You guys were asking me as well in my It's Giving videos if I can start doing makeup portions for the video. Yes, I will. So start moving forward, I will be doing a slight makeup portion for at least my eyeshadow for my It's Giving series. Now, I did learn something new about doing my hair blonde. So you guys know when I let my hair sit for 24 hours in that purple shampoo, because I did that, I did not pay attention to the lace coloring. So I know for the Ion Purple shampoo, it does not turn the hair to a purple hue, but the reason I mix the purple shampoos together is because the Shimmer Lights Purple shampoo is so potent, but I definitely diluted with the Ion Purple shampoo, and I completely forgot how potent the Shimmer Lights Purple shampoo is. Because I let it sit for 24 hours, it did end up staining my lace darker than I expected. So that's definitely a lesson learned to me, because when I started to cut the lace of this chambray frontal, you guys saw in my last video, chambray frontals are just pretty much invisible. They blend perfectly with my skin tone. Their transparent lace is so thin and the knots are so small that it makes it look as realistic as it can possibly be on my forehead. But like I said, as I started to cut the lace, I did see that the lace was a little bit darker than I would have liked it to be. Don't worry about that, because your girl does not give up when it comes to these laces in these videos. Just keep on watching and I will show you guys how I pretty much finesse the hell out of darker lace for my skin tone.
Sometimes I hate life too, and some days I just feel like I ain't got that right to. But I know what you feel like, and I don't know who I'm writing to, but we all go through the same things. We all go through the same things. We try to be happy. We try and we doubt. We try to be happy. Can't figure it out. 'Cause we keep lying to ourselves. And everyone knows. I wish we wouldn't, but it's all goodish. I'm wondering if I'm the only one that feel like giving up. 'Cause
So before I go in with some makeup, I do use a very thin elastic band just to make sure that the lace, as melting as a lace can get, I wanted to make sure that it melted into my forehead as much as it could. And then I took a slight, very slight little bit of foundation, put the foundation directly on top of the lace in front of my forehead. And then I sealed that in with a lighter foundation that's definitely too light for my skin tone. I most likely use this foundation when it comes to doing my highlight underneath my eyes, but I took that lighter foundation and I went over top of my regular foundation on the lace, and then I just sealed that in with some Got2b Insta Hold spray. Took that blow dryer one more time and then just really melted that lace into my skin tone. I know you can probably still slightly still see the lace a little bit on camera, but I'm telling you guys, in person, it's literally invisible and you do not see anything.
Same thing, same thing.
We all go through the same things.
So as you guys saw in the beginning of this entire styling portion of the video, y'all saw Bae help me put this wig on. That's because this wig is a very big wig, so I did not want to mess up any of the pink curls when I was putting the wig on. But now that the wig is nice and on and secure, Bae just helped me a little bit with taking out my pink curls because I really wanted you guys to see the in-depth, up close and personal 4K quality of these highlights and lowlights. I wanted you guys to see every single color possible that I did in this wig. I've never in my life made a wig like this ever. This was so hard to me when I first seen this idea pop up in my head. And when I first was looking at the wig, when I was starting to bleach the wig, I was like, I don't even know how I'm about to do what I have in my head. We're just gonna see how this works because I honestly thought that this method to get a wig like this was so hard. But as I did it for the first time, I was like, oh, this is really kind of easy. I only used 20 developers, so the texture of the hair is still perfect. The hair is still soft. The hair is still silky. Usually getting this type of blonde, this white blonde from black hair, mostly all the time damages the hair. That did not happen in this case. Maybe because we did use a very good bleach and a very good developer. I'm so happy that I did not damage his hair, and I'm just so happy that the color came out so beautiful. I did take this super big barrel brush to comb out all of the pin curls because I didn't want it to be as curly as it was in my last video, but I still wanted to have as much volume as possible, and using this big barrel brush like this can definitely give you guys those type of results, as you guys can see in this video.
Blessing in disguise, just know that we've been there too. Look outside my red view, they look like they hate life. Sometimes I hate life too. And some days I just feel like I ain't got that right to. But I know what you feel like, and I don't know who I'm.
So I'm just gonna take a little bit of Sebastian Shaper spray just to spray on my bangs, my bangs, because I just wanted to make sure that it just pretty much stayed in front of my face and just didn't get everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really love this video. I worked so hard on this video, pretty much 5 days worth of editing and filming and just getting footage, and I am so happy with the results. This wig came out bomb, my makeup came out bomb. Like I said, makeup videos are going to be back. Just let me get to it, y'all. You know, your girl been on her ish lately or whatever, but I will start filming my makeup tutorials again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really loved this video. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe. And I post every Sunday and Thursday for all my newbies. Thank you guys, and I love you. Bye guys.
Cause everybody looking like they winning, and I'm just trying to figure out how to finish. How you do it, tell me how you did it. Trying to understand but never seem to get it. You don't want a court, I think I got a civic. Give me some